What was this client's color analysis result? This hair color on her is not her natural. Her natural hair color around the age of 20 was quite deep in value. She's in a autumnish color top here. How can I tell looking at this picture that this top is not one of her best colors? Because the color is quite disconnected from her. You're more inclined to look at the color before her. Here's another look at her in a spring-like look. Again, this is not her natural hair color around the age of 20. It's not even close to it. And what is the sign that this color isn't optimal for her? It's really hard to focus on her. Remember the videos I did a while back where I said eyes first, everything else second? This isn't happening here. I'm looking at the hair color first and then my eye wanders. It's really hard to see her behind the color she's chosen to wear. Again, I just want to pause here and say she's drop dead gorgeous no matter what she's wearing. I'm really looking at this in terms of a technical color analysis view. Wear what you love. When the color analysis checks were actually done on her with her colored hair covered and what have you, when in step 2 of color analysis, when home season is looked at, winter and spring were tricky to decide on against her. And in fact, when you looked at her historical pictures, particularly around the age of 20 with her natural hair color, you would look at her and go, I can't easily tell if you are a winter or spring. And the color compares prove that. And so in the color comparisons, though, spring slightly beat winter, but ultimately it was too close a call. And what was her palette? Her palette ended up being the palette exactly midway between spring and winter, which is the True Bright palette. True Bright palette hair color recommendation would be around her natural hair color around the age of 20, and she went to that. Are you ready? Here's one of the after pictures she supplied, and this picture is so fabulous for her palette. So the True Bright palette is a high contrast palette, so wearing these stripes and this look with the blue sweater over top of the white and blue stripe top is so fantastic because it creates contrast. And look at her hair color. Oh my goodness. So can you see the difference? Eyes first, everything else second. This is harmony, and this is the personal power presence that we're looking for in color analysis. Another recommendation for True Brights would be to have some shine in their fabrics. This lovely contrasting striped top again, fantastic. And I'm loving the hair color. Eyes first, everything else second. Here's these pictures side by side. And so can you see the difference? This is where the focus is on her. Over here, her coloring's not optimal and your eye tends to wander. Here's a snapshot of her update email to us where she has said that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like so many of you say, she feels so much more like herself, and simply just returning to what her natural hair color range is and is definitely much more in harmony with color analysis. And again, she's drop dead gorgeous no matter what she's wearing. Yay, True Bright! I'm filled with appreciation for you sharing your update with us all.